Anders, CFO in GreenMobility. Can you shortly tell me about the news coming from the car sharing market in Copenhagen? I heard something from your competitor, and an hour after you reacted. So a little bit about the news flow today.
Sure. Yes, today we saw the news about our main competitor here in Copenhagen, ShareNow, that they have decided to close down their business and exit the Danish market.
And how many cars are those around they have in Copenhagen?
Well, I don't have their entire fleet overview, but from my view, they have probably around 600 cars.
So a little bit your size. So when we say it's a competitor, it really is a competitor. And the same and 1 hour after you announced that you are going to put a lot more cars into Copenhagen. How many is that around?
Well, the way we see it is that they've chosen to exit the market, and we see that as a huge opportunity for GreenMobility. It's a market that we are performing very strongly in. We believe that now there is a possibility to grow our business even further. So naturally, we are very interested in seizing that market and putting significantly more cars on the street, going to at least 1,000 cars in Copenhagen.
At least 1,000 cars,
yes.
And you have around 600. Is that correctly around?
Correct. Yeah.
And you actually, it looks like you are going to deploy that very fast. You know, I know it's going to be phased in, but you are talking about in the beginning of 24. Where are you actually getting those cars from?
Well, of course, we've had very short reaction time, but it was clear from the announcement that we saw that we wanted to react on this. This was an opportunity for us, as I said. So, of course, then the next step, we need to get some cars. We don't have them just standing idle, but we've already been in the process of expanding the fleet in Copenhagen. We believe that there were opportunities to extend our current fleet, so we have ongoing processes already. Of course, we will extend that to look further, see the opportunities that are in the market now.
And I might say, you know, sometimes when I spoke to you, you said we need a certain amount of cars here in Copenhagen. Competitive is not only bad, you know, because else nobody wants to use shared cars. So is there a negative side of this, or do you think, because you are now so well established here, that you can compensate and bring in that number of cars that is needed for a city to really embrace car sharing?
Well, first of all, I actually have to say that we are also saddened to see our competitor. We've gone head to head for a number of years now, but we've also built the market in Copenhagen together. So they've been a strong adversary, and so in some sense, it's also sad to see that they're pulling out of the market. I understand the reasons behind. So that's the case for us now to prove. I think the difference is where we see competition is always good. It provides for a lot of possibilities. But where we see it, and as we also spoken about previously, is that especially new markets, cities that are building up in car sharing, then competition is quite good because it increases the availability of cars. Here, of course, that's what we are now trying to replace. That they are removing cars. Okay, we need to support that number of cars. Maybe not all of their cars, but at least support that demand, which we see in the market. So that's why we want to increase our fleet quite rapidly to make sure that we can service all the car sharing customers in Copenhagen. And further, I believe that we've seen that Copenhagen has become a relatively mature car sharing market, where we have a lot of customers. ShareNow also had a lot of customers, and that we can build that from the current strong base we have and make it even bigger.
So, building up a new market, that's not Copenhagen, that's a mature market. So, if I should read you don't expect that much cannibalization by you putting in new cars on your own revenue. You are thinking that you can take over the revenue from ShareNow.
I think you can never count on just everything going perfectly, but we've known for quite some time that they are a strong competitor. They have good revenues in their cars as well. So from that usage, natural to assume that we can leverage at least a great part of it.
Yeah, perfect. And then, do you expect any other competitive action? I think it doesn't look like anybody wanted to take over that business and really run it. But do you expect other competitors suddenly to sniff something out in the Copenhagen market?
Well, I think it would be naive to say a blank no, because reality is we don't know. I think our competitors just as us, we were caught a little bit by surprise. Of course, we knew from the initial statements from Matthias, who bought Arriva, that it was questionable what they would do with share now. So, of course, there's been sort of some expectation, at least, to see some kind of action. What that action would be, we didn't know. We could guess, but now we've seen what the action was. And I'm sure that other competitors will look at this as well and see and decide for them what to do, which is also why for us we wanna do this.
But I guess size matters, and is that the reason why you're moving fast, so you don't leave so much?
I think it's very clear. We wanna seize that market that Share Now is now leaving, and bring it for our GreenMobility customers.
Thank you, Anders.
Thank you.